So I got a story time. I was working at this psych hospital. I had already knew something was going on with me, and I was pretty much maintaining, trying to take ashwagandha, trying to take, you know, just trying to keep myself peaceful. Anyway, so I already don't like working with psych patients only because that's not my tolerance. Nothing wrong with them. It's just not my tolerance because I already deal with my own stuff mentally, so I don't want to put no judgment on nobody, and also um I don't want to trigger my own self, so I don't work with psych anymore. But while I was working at this place, it was pretty cool. Everything locked down, you get the assistance from everybody. It was just this one day I was working as a tech because I was going to work as a nurse later on in the night. So the lady it was a lady there, and she was extremely loud and whatever. I'm already aggravated, so I'm just like ignoring everybody, kind of just walking around doing my checks like normal, just not even dealing with it. And there was a guy on the phone, and he was really loud. And he was on the phone for a long time. And usually people don't say nothing, but he kept on like 3 or 4 times. Hey, if you need to use the phone, I'm on the phone. I'll let you use the phone, or whatever the case may be. So being that it's been over half an hour, this guy been yelling back and forth at other people to see if they can use the phone. I know it's a behavior, so um, I'm not gonna do anything about it, but redirect. So I told him, hey, go ahead and wrap that up so somebody else can use the phone, and we'll get you took care of, on the other side. And so after that, it was just like all chaos went down. He was, you just hating and all of this. And I was like, okay, and whatever. So what happened was the nurse that was working in the med room, uh, I guess she forgot the ethics of nursing, because she turned around and told the guy, well, um, she doesn't bother anyone else. She didn't bother anyone else, and she didn't really. You could have stayed on the phone as long as you could. Look, when you dealing in nursing, nurses, they gotta stick together. So that little bit of information caused the patient to turn up, and he was mad at me. Now, not only was he mad at me, his homie was mad at me too. So I'm doing my checks, walking around, and I'm already, my anxiety is on 12,000 because I'm already should have took off. You know what I'm saying? So I get in there, and the lady was following me around so close, and I just couldn't even. I was already on 10. I turned around and told her to stop motherfucking following me before we have a problem. So needless to say, I lost that job. It was a little more graphic than that. It was some yelling. My voice was loud, and this and the other. And the supervisor was asking me what's going on with you. I was like, I already told her I ain't feel like being bothered. But that's when I realized that I couldn't just personally control it. Okay, I realized that, girl, you gonna have a lot of problems if you ain't got no control for this. Because I'm in the people oriented. Um, I'm in a people oriented job. So of course, I'm going to be like, I have to deal with people on a regular basis. But this is something abnormal to me because I've never had this kind of issue personally, mentally, character wise at all. So it's more like surprise. Um, I don't know. It took me by surprise, the fact that I couldn't hold my stuff. And then not only that, I was not taking care of myself the best way I could, and my diagnosis was freshly new. So, but the anger starts like the first day of the luteal phase. Immediately when you wake up, it's there. The anger's there. The frustration's there. It's just crazy. That's why I always say don't play around with people you don't know about. People got shit going on. But anyway, I'll be back.